Okay, in this video today, what I want to do is an unboxing of the Bushnell TRS-25, and this is the one that comes packaged with the riser already in there. So I'm gonna cut open this package here in a little bit and open this up and just have a little look at it. So I'm going to be mounting it to this gun right here. This is an AR-15 I just recently built. It's chambered in, you can kind of see underneath the handguard there, 7.62 by 39. So that's the reason I got it, is to mount it to this. And this upper, I bought it off Gunbroker and I put a bid on it, and I really wasn't expecting to win it, which I know is stupid, but anyways, I do not like this tubular handguard because I want to be able to mount a front iron sight to that. So that's definitely going to be in the works pretty soon to get that done. So anyways, you don't have to say anything about it. I know how important it is to have a pair of backup iron sights. But what we're talking about today is this Bushnell TRS-25. So before I get to opening that up, I want to go over to the computer and just have a look at kind of what this is going for. So I'm over here on Amazon.com right now, and this is the one that I have right here. And you can see it's a little different than the other one that doesn't have the riser. That Bushnell is in yellow. And I know this TRS has been around for a while, but still is a good deal and still is a very good red dot. So here's kind of just the standard one without the riser. And you can see here 670 customer reviews. That's quite a bit. And it's got like 4.5 stars. So you can see there the distribution of the stars there. It's very, very highly reviewed. There's some things about it that aren't perfect from what I've read in these reviews, but for the price, you're definitely getting an awesome red dot. You can go buy an aim point or some of those more expensive red dots, and you're going to spend $400 or $500 or $600 on those things. And if you're a millionaire and you're into guns and you want a red dot, man, go for it. That's awesome. If you can afford it, there ain't no reason not to do that. But for somebody like me, I'm raising a family right now. I've got 4 children. On my salary, I can't afford $600. I mean, that's what I paid to build this rifle. So I just can't afford that. So if it's not having anything or having this is what I'm gonna buy, and this is what I'm gonna use. If I ever become a millionaire in the future, I'm gonna buy aim points. But for now, this is what I'm gonna use on my rifles. And I definitely don't do any contract work where I need to have a rifle. I'm not a soldier. I'm not any of that type of stuff. So I'm not preparing to go to Afghanistan or Iraq and need to be battle ready. So this is going to be good enough for me. So you can see here the price on this, about $85 if you just buy that one. I saw it the other day, it was like $79, so it fluctuates quite a bit. So you can get that. This one with the riser already built into it, or that comes with it, is $112. I saw it for $107 or $108 the other day. So again, that's fluctuating. I see it on a lot of the reviews that I read about people talking about about the TRS-25, about them buying these UTG risers. So you can see here, you can get those for $10, $11, $12, something like that. So whatever you want. If you want to buy it with the riser already on there, that's cool. If you want to buy that and use this riser, however you want to do that. And if I was buying it through Amazon, that's probably the way I would have done it. But I actually won this red dot, the TRS-25, on eBay and paid $85 with it with the riser on it. So it just all depends really on the price, I guess. But you may have some specific reason why you want one of these UTG risers, or some even better ones maybe. I think I saw somebody saying Daniel Defense makes a riser for it. So anyways, all right. So here it is. I'm going to look on the back side here real quick just for a few things. So this one has the removable riser block for AR-15s. That's what I'm mounting it to on mine. 3 MOA dot, extra long battery life. I I think they rate that at 3,000 hours from Bushnell, which of course, is going to be under optimum conditions. I did see a thread on AR-15.com, and a guy did put this through its paces, and I think he left it on setting 5 for, I don't remember exactly. I think he got 23 or 2,400 hours out of it. So, it wasn't 3,000, but still that's pretty good. 23, 2,400 hours. You're going to get 3 or 4 months of continuous use where you never have to turn it off. And then that same guy said he set it to 11, and then on 11 it did drain it pretty good. But from what I understand, 11 is incredibly bright on here. Well, for this price group, it's incredibly bright. So you're probably not ever going to need it on 11. So from what I've read, a lot of people keep it in the 5, 4 range for a lot of the stuff that they do. So extra long battery life, waterproof, fog-proof to 10 feet. I saw a YouTube video of a guy saying that he was out hunting in the woods somewhere, and a thunderstorm came up, and he said it lightened where it was like real close to him, where he felt it, like he felt the shock from it, and he said at that time the last thing he was thinking about was his gun. He was worried about his life, so he set his gun down up against a tree. And he tells the whole story, and I may link to that video. It's a pretty good video, but he tells a story about running a long ways away and hanging out in the barn for a few hours and then coming back. And all the time, this, without the cap on it, this red dot was just sitting there in the rain, and rain just pouring down on it. And he said it had been 4 or 5 months since that had happened, and it was still working perfectly. So, of course, you're not going to want to submerge that in water, but it's going to resist some rain and that type of stuff that might get onto it. And then, of course, the 11 position brightness control. And so we'll get to that in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this thing open. Before I take this out, one thing I noticed about this when I first got it in the mail, is it feels heavy for the size of what it is, which doesn't necessarily mean quality, but for this type of stuff, that's just a good symbol to me that it feels heavy for what it is. And of course, I know that riser block is helping with that. So let's see what we got going on here. All right. I just wanted to see, I think it's just a little case, it's a little pouch back here to hold it in. Oh, it's just a little cleaning cloth. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. Give you an extra battery, or that may be the battery. I don't know if there's one in there. Nope, so that's the one battery that it comes with. There's a little Allen wrench, tightening it down, and just a registration card. And then your user manual here. Whatever. All right. Okay, so it has these caps on it. And I saw one guy said he just kind of just lets it hang off of there like that whenever he's not using it. Okay, one thing I saw people talking about is, I don't know if you can really tell in here, but this lens is not parallel to this surface right here. It's a little bit at an angle. And I was thinking probably the reason for that is if you're aiming at something, you don't want it to be parallel to that, because it's gonna reflect light back to whatever. I mean, if you're hunting a hog or something like that, it's gonna reflect light. So if this is at an angle like that, then the light's not gonna shine directly at what you're aiming at. It's gonna be pointed at some other direction, at some other angle, instead of right at Because you can see right here, you're looking right at it and you can't see that red, but whenever you do it like that, and you're definitely not, you wouldn't be looking at an animal like that, you'd be looking at it like that. So they can't see that red glow. Like that would be pointing somewhere else. So if you're an animal, that's what you're going to see, and that's, you don't want to see that. All right, let me put this battery in and see what we can see here. Okay. So you can see right here we're at 0. So it's off. Switch it to 1. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And so you can see the red dot there. Okay, that's on setting 8. Yeah, I can see now. I see. My camera's not doing that justice at all. You can't. That's not what the red dot looks like at all. Alright. Let's try to pull this away a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let me. That's closer. Okay, so that's back to 0. I'm going to go back through now that I know how to focus my camera on that. Sorry, I've never done that before. Alright, so there's 11. That's the brightest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Which, again, in my camera, it looks pretty faint, but me looking through it right here, it is definitely way brighter than that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyways, so there you go. So this riser, just going to get that up a little bit for me. You can see this emitter right there is right on the bottom. It seems like the other ones that I've seen, it was moved, kind of moved over in this position right here at about 4 or 5 o'clock. So this one's right on the bottom here. And definitely not the green tint like I've seen on other ones. I mean, there's barely a green tint, if anything, really. So that thing is going to be sweet to look through. So it's going to get mounted on right there. Your windage and elevation adjustments. So obviously it says up there. So it's going to be your elevation adjustment. R for right, so that's going to be your windage adjustment. See how it has this O-ring right there on it. Keep water from coming up and around down into here. Same thing right there. And this has O-ring on it also. Alright, so there you go. I don't know what else to say about it. Like I said, it's got very, very good reviews for the price. So I'll mount it to my AR-15. I'll take it out and do a few shots with it, and I will do a video of that and have a review on that as well. Bushnell TRS-25. Thanks for watching today.